This is what life is. Life is hard work, life is faith, and life is grace. If you understand that you got to work hard, faith without works is dead. You just keep the faith and work really hard and then ask God for as much grace as he can give you. Grace is God's unmerited favor. He gives you stuff you don't deserve. That's what you want out of life. You want God to do something for you that you just don't deserve it. That's what it is. So somebody was playing golf with a guy that owns Mayo Clinic one time. He told me, he said, justice is when you get what you deserve. Mercy is when you don't get what you deserve. Grace is when you get what you don't deserve. And you hear old people say, all I want is a little more grace. I just want some grace. I want God to give me a house that I don't really deserve. I want him to give me a lifestyle I don't really deserve. See, that's a problem with people. They think they deserve something. No, you don't. I work really hard. Everybody work hard. You just need some grace, man. You need God to just give you something that ain't on the vision board. You just need God to give you something that you didn't even ask for. That's when life get real special for you. All I want is a little more grace. Like I got a vision board, right? But I ask God that his will be done in my life. Because what I can want, it can never compare to what God can give. You see what I'm saying? So you can want all you want, but if you line up with the will of God, what God has planned for you is way better than anything you could ever plan. You can't outthink him. That's how you get the life of your dreams, man. You set your goals and your aspirations, but then you leave the open end to your thy will be done on earth as it is in, it's the Lord's Prayer. Yes. Man, it's not, when your mama teach it to you as a little kid, it's like really the dopest prayer, man. Give us this day our daily bread. Don't ask for nothing else. Quit worrying about tomorrow. Just help me make decisions for today that let me live the best day. When you worry about tomorrow, you're off into something you have no say-so in. You have no control. So why would you worry? By worrying does not add a single hour to a day. Not 1 hour. So what you got to ask God for is your daily bread, just for today. You'd be amazed what would happen to you if you quit tripping about tomorrow. Just today. Today is plenty. Today is so adequate. That's why he gives us 24 hours, and he breaks it up into day and night. You know why? Because he knows 24 is too much. So he lets you stay up during the daytime, let you go to bed at night so you can recover. You think I'm lying? Stay up 24 hours, see what happens. Just stay up 24 hours and see what happens. You ain't gonna believe it's too much. That's a real, people they write books about success, and people kill me when they write about success, but they don't tell people about God. You're trying to be successful without God, you ain't gonna make it. You can try, but you're not gonna make it. You might make it a little way, but you can't stay there. It's not sustainable. You have to have faith, man. And I was talking the other day, and a lady not this year, but a lady in the crowd said, I don't believe in God. Okay, well,
clear it out, please.
I didn't know you was coming, so I'm just talking to the other people in here who get it. If you're an atheist, I don't care. That don't bother me. So he told me, well, as a Christian, it's your job to convert. I'm not in the conversion business. I ain't that good a Christian. You don't believe in God? Go to hell. I ain't got no problem with that. You want to go to hell? That's you. Go, knock yourself out. It's plenty of room. But I got news for you. Hell gonna be packed, though. That lady just shaking her head. Can't believe he's saying this. Yeah, it's humor. That's how I work. I work off that. I'm not that Christian. I'm not in the conversion business. I'm not in the saved soul business. I tell jokes. If you want to go to hell, I'm perfectly comfortable with that. Just don't drag me with you. You want to go to hell? I was interviewing this guy. He said, well, Steve, you're a Christian. Suppose there's no heaven. Well, then I lived the best life I could and there's no heaven. You got a bigger problem. Suppose it is. And you don't go. I don't believe God would burn us up. Well, I don't know about all that, but why take a chance? Heaven, streets of gold, some wings, flying around. Quit standing at the door, knocking on the door that's already closed. Go up the hall. Hell, there's some more doors up there. Whenever you going for something that's a level up, there's a glass ceiling you have to break through. Bishop T.D. Jakes taught me this. He said, whenever you try to get to the next level, chase a dream, make a goal, it's a glass ceiling you have to break through. Whenever you break through glass, there's going to be bloodshed. The thing you shed is going to have to be something you care about deeply. It doesn't mean that you'll lose your loved one, but it's going to cost some time. It's going to cost some date nights, and that's when you're going to find out what your love really is. That's the price, man. That's what it costs. For me, it was the same thing. When I started in comedy, I was 27. I won an amateur night October 8th, 1985. I went to job next day, October 9th, with $50 I won and quit my job. Because my dream was, I saw my dream coming true. That's what I wanted to be. I won $50. I went in the house and told everybody, hey, I'm finna go be a professional comedian. What? I'm quitting my job. You can't quit your job. Yeah, I already did it. And that was it. And I was 27 years old. That was 37 years ago. And I lost everything twice. And it's a crazy decision. I lost a lot. I lost some family, lost some money, lost my livelihood, I lost everything. But I did not lose the key component. I did not lose my faith. I kept the faith the whole time. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. And I didn't see how I was going to make it, but I had the faith that I would. See, that's the thing about y'all. You got to quit tripping on whether you think you'll make it or not. Stop tripping on whether you think you'll make it or not. Every funky thing that's ever happened to you, every disappointment, every hardship, every setback, you survived every single one of them. All of you. You batting 1,000. Your track record for surviving the funk is 100%. So if I was you, I would take another chance on that God right there, because that's a pretty good God right there. And he's been a good God to you whether you even realize it or not. So if I was you, I'd take a chance. If my dream was to pursue a higher role in corporate America, I'd go for it. If your dream is really that other job, I'd go for it. If your dream was to start a business, I'd go for it. If your dream was to just take a chance and shut the door, you got to walk away from man. You got to walk away from You can quit worrying about doors that close in your face. When doors close in your face, it's a sign from God that he wants you to walk up the hall, because there's some more doors up there. Quit standing at the door, knocking on the door that's already closed. Go up the hall. Hell, there's some more doors up there. Go through a bigger door, but you got to take a chance in life, man. Quit playing it safe. You got to get funky, man. Quit playing it safe. Stop playing it safe. Take a chance. If God done got you through all of your life, why would he not get you through the rest of it? What he gonna do, stop caring for you? What? He gonna stop helping you survive? No, man, he always do it for you. I was trying to get here. I took everything. I think that's the part that young people don't get. Like, I talked to a lot of young acts today. I ain't doing that. That didn't pay enough. Did you hear what you said? You said it don't pay enough. But it pays. If you don't take the gig, you're gonna get zero. Well, no. I want this, and they only pay. I said, how much did you want? I wanted $5,000 for the night. How much they offer? $3,500. Yo, dog, what else do you have that you can get somebody to give you $3,500 for the night? Go tell your jokes. Nah, man, they got to pay me what I want. But see, now you're not honing your craft and you're not making money. He said, would you have took it for $3,500? I said, yeah. He said, would you take it for $3,500 now? I said, no. But why you won't take it now, but you want me to take it? You don't have what I have. Well, what are we talking about? Just inch by inch, anything's a cinch. You got to take steps, man. It's hard to get young people to understand that. I want what you got now. You can't have what I got now. Yeah, I tell my kids all the time, me and my kids, we have this discussion. It take a long time to make a lot of money. If you think you can just go make a lot of money real fast, you're gonna be constantly disappointed. It take a long time to make money. I've been in this business since I was 27 years old. I'm 64. Man, come on. Look at what your life, you looking at now. You missed the 3 years I was living in a car. You didn't see that. You missed when I lost everything I ever owned twice. You missed the 2 divorces. You missed me flunking out of school. You missed all that. You see this now. This ain't how it work now. Yeah, oh, it look easy. Yeah, I make it look easy. This hard. Come out here. Come turn this corner. I'm gonna invite any one of y'all to come up here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Family Feud. Here's Ricky. And Ricky, walk your ass around this corner and just do what I do. It's really hard. Like, what do you do for a living?
I work for a software startup.
Software startup. See, if I went to her job, I'm a failure. What do I know about software? No, what do you do, sir?
Physician.
A physician? Oh, you're dead. He's a physician. He went to school. He got to go to regular school. Then he got to go to another school. Then he got to get certified, go to another school. That's not me. I can want to be a doctor all I want, but it ain't me. It's just easy, man. You got to fit in. You got to do the gift God gave you. You're a physician. You're gifted. That's a God-given gift. Everybody can't go be a doctor.
All right, family.
It's not for you.
Clear it up.
Somebody said, Steve, you ought to be a minister. What? I love the Lord. I really do. God is my friend. He's the whole reason I'm here. I made the show about the people and not about the game. I mean, Family Feud is a game of surveys. Top 100 people think. So what I did was I took a show that was about a survey and made a show about the relationship with people. If your family comes back, I form a relationship, I get to know stuff about you, I find out stuff about you, and I have fun with you. And then when you give an answer that's a good answer, we celebrate it. When you give an answer that I know is not on that board, we have a discussion about why you chose to say that on national TV. And if you give an ignorant enough answer, your ass is on YouTube. And really, I just took this perspective here. I decided that I was gonna say to the contestants what I knew y'all was at home thinking. And who does that? Bob Barker didn't do it. Alex Trebek, the greatest game show host ever, Alex Trebek couldn't do it. He was on Jeopardy. You know, nobody else did it on Family Feud. And I turned what was a show about a survey into a relationship show between a contestant and a host. And I become very congenial. I'm nice to people, you know. I say cool things. I know a lot about life. You know, I've been through a lot. Had about 11 jobs before I got into comedy. Been through a lot, share my experience. Got enough sense to mention God every now and then. If you mention God every now and then, he'll take you to the top. So we got the #1 show in the world. Family Feud has never, ever asked me not to say that. I had a talk show, and they sat with me and said, you're mentioning God too many times on your show. You're gonna have to stop. I said, well, that's not gonna happen. Because I told God if he let me make it, when I got there, I was gonna tell everybody it was him. So when he let me make it, I tell everybody it's him. I don't even see how you have a problem with that, I really don't. Most people are people with some type of faith. You don't have to be in the same religion, but everybody got faith. I don't care if you're Muslim, Catholic, Jewish, Protestant, it doesn't matter. Most people are people of faith. And most people don't have no problem hearing about it. You know, I was on my talk show one day and I was talking about God at the end of it, and a lady stood up and said, I didn't come here to hear that. I said, well, that's cool. I didn't know you was coming. I went right on back to what I was saying. I didn't come here to hear that. Well, okay, you tune me out. I'm going to finish saying what I'm saying so I can keep my promise to God, and then he keep lifting me, and I'm good. That's a fair deal. I was telling my staff this morning, they said, Mr. Harvey, man, you got this great attitude this year. What happened? And I was giving a motivational speech, and I changed one word. Instead of saying, I have to go to work, I have to go work out, I have to eat right. If you change one word, it will change your entire perspective. I get to go to work today. I get to work out today. I get to eat right today. When you say I get to instead of I have to, it takes the obligation side of it away and it puts a gratitude on it. And the more you're grateful for, the more God will give you to be grateful for. Gratitude is a huge principle of success that a lot of people overlook. You're so busy pointing out where you're not at that you gotta stop and take time to thank God for where you are. Because look, man, success ain't how far you've gotten. Success is how far you've gotten from where you started. If you look at it that way, man, it just helps you out a little bit. Like, I get to go to work every morning. I don't have to. I get to go to work. I mean, this is a blessing, man. To have a job is a blessing. To be able to provide for your family is a blessing. To be able to, you know, if you're producing any income wherever you are, it's a blessing, man. It's a lot of people ain't working. COVID flipped a lot of people's life upside down. You know, everybody, man. I was doing an interview and this little young guy was there and said, man, Mr. Harvey, 2020 had to be the roughest year of our life. It was the roughest year of my life. 2020, the roughest year of my life? 2020 ain't even close to the worst shit that happened to me. He said, you've had a worse year than COVID? First of all, I didn't have COVID. That's just it. My wife had it, my son had it, they survived it. I said, wait a minute, man, I had a good year last year, but it's the worst year of everybody's life. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, dog, I lived in a car for 3 years. I had some funky ass years. COVID wasn't it. And it's all about your perspective. See, if God gets you past something, your job is to move on. You can't keep revisiting what God done brought you through. If he got you through it, then go on and get past it. Stop. I can't stand. I was in this relationship with this man for 8 years. Well, you ain't in it no more. Man, and that's what happens to a lot of people, man. I just try to tell people whenever I can, man, a different way to look at it, because success is mindset. That's all it is, man. Your first big investment should always be a home. I mean, nothing you have should cost more than your house. If you have a car that's nicer than your apartment, we have made a bad purchase. I mean, you gotta get a home first, right? I'm into making money. Now, you can hit it with this crypto stuff. I hear people saying, you know, I've met guys say, I'm a billionaire now because of crypto. Okay. Well, your shoes got scuffs on them. I'm struggling. See, when you tell a person that's been around money that you have money, it's telltale signs that you have money. Do you know what a guy's gonna do when he first gets money? First, he gonna make sure, well, if you got sense, you're gonna make sure your living quarters change. Your first big investment should always be a home. I mean, nothing you have should cost more than your house. If you have a car that's nicer than your apartment, we have made a bad purchase. I mean, you gotta get a home first, right? I was at a meeting in the Middle East, and my wife, we were at this big dinner. And there was a guy from Britain, and there was several sheikhs at the table. You know, very, very top level people. And the guy from Britain goes, yeah, richest guy in the world is Jeff Bezos. And one of the sheikhs just chuckled. He went, and it wasn't being nasty or nothing. I just saw him go. And then they said something in Arabic to another guy at the table. So the guy goes, what are you doing? You disagree with that? And the guy was humble. He said, why do you always talk about money? Money is not the most important thing. Family is the most important things. You know, it's an Arab guy talking. But he just kept running his mouth. Well, I'm just letting you guys know, Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. See, hold up, man. First of all, they don't have a tax system over there. You go to Saudi, you go to the Middle East, you go to this, you can't count the money they have. And they don't tell you this. So the guy just kept going on. So one of the young guys goes, come on, my uncle is trying to be kind. Just stop talking about money. What we're talking about is a lot of wealth supposedly at this table. Jeff Bezos, richest guy. That young guy shut that down. He said, no, he's not the richest man in the world. He's not the richest man at this table. He said, so if you would kindly just quit talking about Jeff Bezos so we can meet about what we're here, because we were there talking about philanthropy. But the guy was a complete He said, no, we're talking money. I've done well in my life. I'm not Jeff Bezos, but I've done really well. Hey, man, look at the room. You know who the is at this table? So I'm sitting there, and the little kid, he gets pissed, and he goes, listen to me. How much do you make, Hel Mahad? And Hel Mahad said, I make $1 billion. The guy said, right there, Jeff Bezos, 170 billion. He said, I make $1 billion a day. That room got quiet, and the and he leaned over and he was talking about money. He said, my uncle has more money than him. You are talking to the wrong group of people. I leaned over to my wife and I apologized to her. I said, I'm really sorry, sweetie. I have failed you miserably. I just want to apologize. A man is as he thinketh. How you think, that's how you are. If you think poor thoughts, you will forever be poor. The moment you start thinking rich, rich starts coming to you, because your mind is an incredible thing, man, the way it works. When you get the money, you are going to buy everything that you said you wouldn't buy. Can I share this with you? Listen to me, folks. All of you, if you're not already where you want to be financially, everybody has the potential to be financially stable and financially set. You have actually the ability to be rich if you make the decision. But the decision has to be made. A man is as he thinketh. How you think, that's how you are. If you think poor thoughts, you will forever be poor. The moment you start thinking rich, rich starts coming to you, because your mind is an incredible thing, man, the way it works. Let me teach you this right quick. We got a minute. Okay, listen. You go home tonight, you pick up your remote, and you aim it towards the TV, and you press the on button. What happens? The TV comes on. Let's say Sports Center is channel 840. You press in 840 and you hit select. What do you expect to come on your TV? Sports Center. What comes on your TV? Sports Center. If HBO is channel 400 and you press 400 and you press select, what do you expect to see on that TV? HBO. Guess what shows up on your TV? HBO. This is from a simple mechanism called a remote, which is made and created from the concept of mental capacity, which comes from the concept that all of us was created in the image of God. That's why in the beginning, God said, let there be light. He didn't just light it up. He said, let there be light, to prove to us that if you say it, that's what it's gonna be. That's the proof, man. That's the deal. Your mind is the biggest remote ever created, because you created an image of God. So if God said, let there be light, and then there was light, he could have just lit it up, but he showed you what you say, what you think is. So if you point this mind at something and you project that to that something, guess what's gonna come back? Whatever you project. That's how it works. I just wanted to be rich. That's all I wanted. So I had some faith. So faith is how it works. I project rich thoughts, so rich come to me. I'm my own remote control. I wished Marjorie into my life because I got tired of messing up. I was picking the wrong chick. I just kept making wrong mistakes. Then I said, God, hold up, man. I need the right one. I need the right one for me. Why don't you show me the right one? I project, then here she come. Everything I have, cars, I don't care what, I got houses. I ask God, I project that. That's what I get. I got vision board. The house I'm living in now was on vision board. I saw that house. A friend of mine owned the house. I saw the house, went over, visited his house 7 years. I said, man, I want this thing right here. I can live in that house right now. You can project yourself into the life of your dreams. There is a lesson and there is a blessing. Every moment of adversity has those two things that come with it. There's always a lesson and there's always a blessing. Pain always leaves a present. Every time you're in pain, it leaves a gift behind. So what happened was, after all of that happened, I got a call from a company called T-Mobile. The Super Bowl is a month after that. They brought me down to do a Super Bowl commercial. A Super Bowl commercial in the United States is the most highest watched program on television. These commercials are tens of millions of dollars. They will pay you millions of dollars to be in a Super Bowl commercial. They paid me so much money to be in a Super Bowl commercial, acting like I gave the wrong answer to the telephone company to reenact the Miss Universe theme. They paid me what I make on Miss Universe times 10. And then 14 countries sent my wife and I a letter saying that was the most honorable and honest thing they've ever seen in the history of television. They gave my wife and I 14 villas around the world. There are 14 villas that my wife and I can go to in Curacao, the Maldives, Abu Dhabi, France, that we can go to anytime for vacation. So behind that, a lot of good happened. That's why when you have bad moments in your life, you just have to ride them out. Because God always has a gift behind every moment of pain that you have. When a man leaves you, there is a gift behind him leaving. Sometimes the breakup is the blessing. See, sometimes you got to get rid of a man in order for God to give you the man that you really need. So sometimes losing a man is not a loss. You just have to hang in there. He might have something better for you. So every time something bad happens, you just have to wait on the lesson and the blessing. It always happens. It always happens. You just can't act too miserable. Oh, woe is me, something happened to me. Oh, my man walked out on me, all me and the dogs. No, they're not. You just had one dog. He was the dog. Just wait. Trust me, I know how that worked too. I'm on my third marriage. Trust me, I know. I've been with the wrong one a couple of times. And then, but I was the wrong one because I kept picking them. Never speak negativity. I go, man, I hope it's a good day today. No, I say today is going to be a great day. I claim it. I lay claim to it. That's the first thing. The second thing, at least 20 minutes. Sometimes it lasts an hour. It depends. I have a journal. I have a daily devotional called Jesus Calling, and I have a New Living Testament Bible. I sit down, I just ask God to show me what I should learn today. And he flips, I open the book to whatever he wants me to read. And I read it, I highlight it, I take notes about what I learned, I study it, and I try to put it into action. And that's every day. Now, a lot of people say, Steve, I don't have time to do that. You do have time. If you don't have time, you should make time. Because gratitude is the #1 way to become successful. Because the more grateful you become, the more things God will give you to be grateful for. That's a very important principle. So if you start your day with gratitude, it's like this, like, check this out. If somebody come to your house every day and ask you for a cup of sugar, and you give them a cup of sugar and they take the sugar and they just walk off. And then the next day they come and they ask for another cup of sugar, and you're a nice person, so you give them another cup of sugar and they just walk off. How many days can this person come to your house and get this cup of sugar and never say thank you? How many times you gonna let that go down? Seriously. Survey said, you know, how many days? Not many, because you're human. Because at one point you're gonna say, hey, wait a minute, hold up, man. You done came by here 6 times. I done gave you this cup of sugar and you ain't said thank you 1 time? Don't come by here no more. So now, let's think for a second. If this God wakes you up every day, allows you to breathe, see, it's not your alarm clock that wakes you up. Your alarm clock goes off. God shakes you. Then you hear the alarm clock. It's not you that's waking up. It's God allowing you to wake up. So if you ever stop to just thank him for everything he's done for you, whatever clothes you got, whatever kind of car, if you just got taxi fare, and you thank him every day for a list of things, guess what he'll do tomorrow? He will add to that list of stuff that you can thank him for. And if you keep thanking him, you'll find out that in 1 week, you have a lot more stuff to be grateful for. Gratitude is the #1 principle of success. That's what the average person doesn't understand. You could do that today. You don't need no more money. You can start that today. That would change your life. I kid you not. You ain't got to just try it.